On this edition of Lexington Now, Charles Young Park is back in business. A short history of the Arboretum and Thursday Night Live. I'm Neil Noah and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of August 23rd, 2021. Charles Young Park has gotten a completely new state-of-the-art playground. We were there for the ribbon cutting.
This is such an exciting day for Charles Young Park. The park now has a new playground, and it's one of the biggest in our city, roughly twice the size of the 18-year-old playground it replaces. As I said, members of the Colonel Club, children who live in the East End neighborhood, chose the playground equipment. They asked for equipment that allowed them to play with friends and equipment that was accessible to everyone. So that's what we have. It's a playground designed for children of all ages and all abilities. In addition to the spinning climber, the playground features Lexington's first turf slide, face-to-face tandem swings, and multi-user saucer swing. So you're going to have to really tour around to see all this. This playground is one of several changes we've made to improve Charles Young Park. Outdoor basketball courts have already been refurbished, and next will come Splash, a water play feature. In addition, Town Branch Commons Trail will soon run right alongside the park on Midland Avenue, right out there, making it easy to walk or cycle to this park. We're bringing new life to Charles Young Park and expanding services at the community center. I think Charles Young would really approve of all these wonderful changes.
This project embodies what I think is really important when you continue to invest money and initiatives in an area that is sensitive to change and change is all around it. You really have to be intentional, and you'll hear me say this a lot, and focused about how you engage the neighbors in the neighborhood. And I give kudos, huge kudos to our Parks and Recreation Department about their intentional efforts with doing that with this project and other projects in this neighborhood. They reached out, they engaged the advisory board, other community stakeholders, students from William Wells Brown School that are neighbors and families that live in this community, actually engaged them, asked for their input, feedback, listened, and implemented it in this playground that we have today. And we all know from the events of last year and that we're still in, that there's a big concern and an importance to outdoor and park amenities. I heard someone say that parks are the living rooms of a community. And if that's true, to have the best experience and to actually be welcomed to that park and into that living room, you need to go to the front door. And the front door to this park and into this neighborhood or to this community is through that neighborhood. And I think our city Park and Recreation Department was intentional about knocking on the front door, listening, being invited in, and we're going to have a good experience in this playground in the future of this park.
I think today typifies what effort, commitment, and concern mean in a community. I look back at this building. It wasn't too long ago it was closed. There's quite a few I remember. You don't take a situation and look at it and think you've achieved. You work to grow it. And the one thing I said when we first started is I looked at the program at Brother White years ago. Your children are your future, but you need to act like they're your future. You don't look at them and talk about it. You act like they're your future. You invest in them. You put them in a position where they can succeed. But you don't put them in a position where they got just enough to say they enjoyed it. You want them to feel enthused so they're part of something. I think we can all look around right now and see that we don't quite have everything ideal in that level of achievement yet. We're working on it. But today I look at this park and I see three things. One, I see growth. These young people back here are the ones we need to really look at. Like me and several of us, we've had our day. God's blessed us to be here, but it's time to look back and look at what our future is. This is our future. Now, how we handle our future is up to us. They are not going to be able to guide us. We're supposed to guide them in counsel. You do that by providing a nutriment of support and social control. But what I think more than anything today is important, we remember that the things that are important, we need to focus on them and we need to stay the task. Don't sit here and talk about how nice we look. How much better can we make it? Children are evolving into the areas that we don't always care for. So maybe it's up to us to start changing that path and help them evolve into citizens that we can be proud of. And right now, I'm extremely proud of watching this gathering here today. You all made it really a good feel for me. I've been involved with children for over 40 years. And I know one thing, it's a blessing when you look back and see the achievement. But this park means a lot. And the fact that we all standing here today tells me something. We must have something on our mind. Maybe we need to put it into action. Let's get busy and make it grow. Thank you.
Everybody ready? Ready. All right, I'm going to count, and on the count of 3, cut. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Last week, we reintroduced you to the Arboretum and State Botanical Garden. This week, Molly Davis gives us a short history of this botanical gem.
The Arboretum's full name is the Arboretum State Botanical Garden of Kentucky. We are a public garden, which means that we have collections of plants that we manage and curate, kind of like a living museum. We are considered both a botanical garden because we have a wide diversity of different kinds of plants that largely are for educational purposes. And we're also an arboretum, which is a place devoted to woody plants. And the difference for us is that the arboretum combines two sort of basic things. But we do have most of our acreage, I'd say, is devoted to the native plant collection, which is called the Walk Across Kentucky, whereas the core area, the middle part of the Arboretum, is devoted to horticultural plants and collections. The Arboretum began as an idea in 1987, whereby various faculty at the University of Kentucky were consulted about what they needed to help teach about plants. So the departments of forestry, horticulture, landscape architecture, and biology were consulted, and they said they needed some place that was near to campus, that had enough acreage to kind of fully display flora of Kentucky as well as other areas. And that's how the initial idea was started. There were various student projects in the landscape architecture department of UK to figure out how to lay it out. Time passed, and then in 1991, the city of Lexington and the University of Kentucky entered into an agreement to have an arboretum here. And at the same time, the Friends of the Arboretum was established to help provide support and resources because there was no full-time staff at that time. So essentially in 2021, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary. So the Arboretum's kind of pretty name is the Arboretum State Botanical Garden of Kentucky. Its legal name is the UK LFUCG Arboretum to kind of denote our partnership. It's a very unique partnership, I think, in that the university and the city partner to care for this place and to devote the acreage to it. We signed an amended agreement in 2014. President Capilouto and Mayor Jim Gray signed an agreement that ensures that these 100 acres will be here until 2086. And I have every kind of course I won't be around in 2086, but I think it's become such a beloved space and a used space, especially as our plant collections mature and grow. They really can be used for all kinds of UK classes, as well as providing a place for UK students. We have internships. We have internships that are in the Children's Garden and the Walk Across Kentucky and in the horticultural collections. And we're really trying to build on the things that we have to offer to have a good connection with UK and the city. So right now we are fundraising to expand and renovate our visitor center. It was built with the idea that there were 2 staff who took care of the Arboretum, and at 100 acres, 2 staff obviously aren't enough. It was also meant as our education center, but we are finding that our staff has grown. Our ability to deliver education in the visitor center is somewhat challenged. So right now we are halfway through a $3 million fundraising effort to raise funds to expand and renovate the visitor center. And honestly, my favorite part of my job right now is showing people the plans for the renovated visitor center. I think it will be wonderful. There'll be many more outside spaces, places you can sit down and see the views of the Arboretum, more patios and terraces, a larger gift shop, and a really super space to have educational programs and conferences and lectures. So I'm really excited when I get to show people those plans and show them what the Arboretum has in its long-range vision.
When we return, Thursday Night Live is rocking again downtown. Welcome back to Lexington Now. Thursday Night Live is back and rocking downtown. Laura Farnsworth walks us through this downtown staple.
Thursday Night Live has been an absolute staple of downtown entertainment really since the mid-90s. We've been around over 25 years as part of downtown's fabric. It's a great opportunity for people to come together and network, meet, have fun, and really just help support the economy that is downtown Lexington, which is kind of everyone's backyard. Thursday Night Live was actually started following a Commerce Lexington leadership visit to Charleston, South Carolina, where business leaders went and saw that their downtown had this huge event, weekly concert series, and it was driving so many people and helping drive the economy, so that they brought that idea back to Lexington. And again, in the mid-90s, we started what we know today. Thursday Night Live has, of course, always been downtown, but more specifically, it's always been on this piece of land that is now known as Tandy Park. The park itself has transformed a lot over the years. In 2010, the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion was created, which gave shade and kind of a centralized gathering area to the park. It also sparked a lot of economic development in the area. You saw a lot of new businesses, bars, restaurants that really helped add into that festive atmosphere that we have come to expect out of Thursday Night Live each week. So of course, the COVID-19 pandemic affected nearly every aspect of everyone's lives, and Thursday Night Live was certainly not immune. We didn't get to produce a single night in 2020. And that was, of course, it was unfortunate for the businesses in the area, for the nonprofits and all the businesses that come together and produce this event. We are excited, though, as we emerge from the pandemic, that July 1st will be the first night of Central Bank Thursday Night Live for this season. We expect it to be bigger, better than ever. Everyone is going to be here. So we're really ready to celebrate again, to help the economy and the businesses down here again, and we're just thankful for the opportunity. We will start on July 1st with an Eagles cover band called Night Flyer. Great band, really top-notch performers, and a lot of good music to dance to. And we have a 15-week season this year. We will go through October 7th. We have everyone from the Johnson Brothers, which are classic rock. We have Honeychild, which is more, R&B. We really have music for for everybody. We've got country, we've got just all of the different genres coming together. We'll have a DJ performing before some of the bands some nights, and we're really just trying to bring the community together and give everyone a reason to come downtown and have a good one. So one of the great things about the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion at Tandy Park is that we are equipped for a rain or shine, hot or cold, concert situation. So we've got big ass fans that'll keep you cool. We have a cover if it rains. We're really equipped for any situation, and rain or shine, we're gonna be here. Live music, food, beverage, dance party, good time. For more information, you can check out the website for the Downtown Lexington Partnership. It's downtownlex.com. We also have very active Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. You can link to all of that from our website, which again is downtownlex.com.
With school back in session, parents may be wondering what to do with their kids after the final bell rings. Enter the Partners for Youth I Do program for 2021-2022. Here's Brianna Persley with more.
Hi, I'm Brianna Persley, the Executive Director of Partners for Youth, and we're happy to let you know that our I Do program list for the school year has been released. And so it features over 40 positive youth programs that you can get your kids involved in. And the best thing about it is they are free or affordable. So some of the things that are and have been featured on the list before are equine programs. You can sign up for art programs where your child can have all sorts of types of enrichment activities where they color leaves or where they just draw their feelings on the paper. You can also get involved in outdoor programs that really have some physical activities that they offer. And then there's some after-school programs that are specific to schools that will be a plethora of educational, art, cooking courses, all of that combined, and just some fun programs in general. So there's something on there that your child can get involved in. The most important thing about our list that you want to remember is that we are still in a pandemic. So you definitely want to contact the program coordinator yourself just to make sure that they have those COVID provisions that you expect them to have in place. If you want your child to volunteer for the programs that are on the I Do list, you can still contact that program director because we know that our kids need volunteer opportunities to go on that ILP before they graduate from high school. So think of the I Do list not just as something that kids can participate in as a participant, but also a young child can mentor in a program and volunteer to help those program leaders out. And those are always needed for young people to get involved in positive things, whether it be a participant or a mentor slash just an older kid that's really helping a younger kid be guided through the program. So if you are looking for a positive youth program to get involved with and you're not quite sure where to go, please feel free to contact Partners for Youth. You can reach us at 859-280-8003. Once again, that number is 859-280-8003, and we'd be happy to steer you in the way that you want your child to go.
There are several meetings at City Hall this week, and we bring most of these meetings to you live. Check out our website for the most accurate and up-to-date coverage of city business. Here's a look at this week's live televised meetings. We continue to keep you up to date on how the city is handling the pandemic via our official COVID-19 response site, including testing and vaccination sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our home page. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.